la terza tappa delle priorità, il corridore che viene dal Belgio, e di quelli della Soudal Quick-Step, Tim Merlier.
It was the hardest victory so far.
Non girarti che è nudo. Lo riprendete dentro.
It's Bahrain victorious now for Phil Bauhaus, who are doing the work, Milan on his wheel, and they are making no inroads on the top two.
Yeah, he's good. Getting a bit of rain on the outside of my thigh, but...
We relaxed for 2 hours today, and then they start.
For you, sign. For you, for him.
Okay. Yeah, my son.
For you.
Thank you.
For me.
Giro sponsorizzata da Soudal Quick-Step, il premio dedicato a tutti i vincitori di tappa nella speciale classifica della Fanta Giro. Iscrivetevi quindi alla Fanta Giro per vincere fantastici premi e per far vincere i vostri campioni preferiti.
Giro, you already had the Maglia Ciclamino. Do you miss it?
Yeah, I have to say yes, but this year we had a different start, a bit more tricky for us sprinters, let's say. The last 2 days it was a bit tough, but today we had finally our chance for the next actually 2 stages, so why not? We are really looking.
Is the Giro starting today for you?
Yeah, it for sure is. We have our first opportunity today. I expect a hard bunch sprint finish and maybe a smaller bunch, just because of the climb in the final kilometres, but yeah, it all starts today.
How do you feel, and is your season starting today?
Yeah, it certainly feels that way. I've been away for a long time, so it's nice to be back racing. And yeah, have a lot to prove, and here with a really strong team to support me, so hopefully we can get stage number 1 today.
Do you foresee a standard sprint today or something different?
I mean, yeah, there are some small uphill sections, so yeah, also close to the finish. The last one will definitely get in the legs and we'll make it a little bit different.
Never someone from New Zealand has won a stage at the Giro d'Italia. Are you aware of that? Are you here to make history?
Maybe today's the day where I could make history, but we'll see how the stage goes, and yeah, who knows? I'm super motivated though.
Why today?
It's a hard finish. It's a finish that suits me quite well. With this climb, only 3Ks from the finish, it makes it difficult, and I think it's a stage that can suit me well.
What can make you being a sprinter? That the final is difficult?
I think the K at 3K to go, 5% is not super steep, but also for the sprinter can be a little bit pain in the legs. So we will see also the other team, the approach this part of the parcours. I think it's the first stage for the sprinter and can be a big casino for the winner. So we will see and try to be safe.
Into vision behind the finish line that he's going to cruise towards into the Maglia Rosa, a winner of stages at the Vuelta a España, a winner of 2 Tours de France and multiple stages of that race, comes to Italy and conquers one of the most famous climbs of all. Tadej Pogacar takes a bow in front of the Italian fans. What a victory from Pogacar, and he will be in the Maglia Rosa tomorrow.
Tadej Pogacar with a healthy advantage in the general classification going into the first
opportunity on the 2024 Giro d'Italia for the sprinters. Geraint Thomas in the white jersey, Filippo Fiorelli in the maglia ciclamino, and Tadej Pogacar greeting the crowd in the maglia rosa for the first time in his career on the road. The race got underway, the flag dropped for 166 kilometres and a finish towards Fasano, and no one attacked. And that remained the way for the first half of the race until, approaching the first and only categorised climb of the day, Lilian Calmejane, the former King of the Mountains after the first stage from Intermarché-Wanty, went off in search of points. In the company of Davide Ballerini, he picked up 3 points at the only categorised climb of the day. Those two riders with an advantage of over 1.5 minutes, but they then sat up. Ballerini was the last man to be caught. After that, a succession of 3 sprints came the way of the race, Jonathan Milan getting the best at the first sprint, and a 24-rider group, including almost all of the top sprinters, persisted with their effort and built up an advantage as they approached the second Inter-Giro sprint of the day that also went the way of Jonathan Milan of Lidl-Trek, adding to his tally in the maglia ciclamino. Then a furious battle ensued as those teams who had missed the move tried hard to knit it all back together again, and in the process split the peloton. Though Tadej Pogacar was safe, gaps appeared all the way down the line, and Geraint Thomas of Visma Leasebike was caught out in the white jersey. He was in the third group as they battled to get back to the second group, and eventually the 24-rider group at the front of the race realised that the game was up, and the race came back together again, the groups returning and the peloton grouping up once more. With 30 kilometres to go then, they were all back together. With one more sprint remaining, it was an uphill sprint that didn't feature any of the sprinters and instead teased out an attack from Tadej Pogacar in search of bonus seconds, beaten to the line by Ben Swift, with Swift's teammate Geraint Thomas picking up 1 bonus second in third place. Then towards the finish line on the final climb towards Fasano, there was a long-range attack from the Danish rider from EF Education, first easy post, Mikel Honoré, and that teased out a response instinctively from the pink jersey of Tadej Pogacar. An instinctive move, a powerful attack, forcing Geraint Thomas to chase. Mikel Honoré still on the front, with the first and second riders in the general classification on his wheel, and all the sprinters' teams forced to chase as Tadej Pogacar and Geraint Thomas went clear without Mikel Honoré.
Now driving through. What a finish this is. 750 metres to go. It is our race leader on the front with Geraint Thomas on his wheel, but it's Alaphilippe bringing it back together with Milan on his wheel.
Still haven't got him though. Tadej Pogacar drives it on again. Thomas on his wheel. They looked round and they're going to... Pogacar's asked for help from Thomas and he's not getting it. Thomas gambling that Pogacar's going to lead him out to the line. When's he going to open up his sprint, Geraint Thomas? Still got a couple of seconds in hand, but that finish line is agonisingly distant still. Tobias Lund Andersen being led out by Matteo Trentin. Here come the sprinters. Thomas is swamped. Pogacar tries to sprint for the line. Lund Andersen, Dainese, and here comes Ethan Vernon from Great Britain and Jonathan Milan. Milan finishing fast. Merlier on the other side of the road. Milan with the charge for the line. Girmay and Merlier gets there in the end. Wow! So Merlier, a second career victory at the Giro d'Italia for him, adding to his tally from 2021. Pogacar extends his lead by a couple of seconds in the general classification. Another brilliant day out for him. The maglia ciclamino changes hands, and it's Tim Merlier who leads the points competition, but level with Jonathan Milan on 63. Tadej Pogacar continues his control in the King of the Mountains competition. And Geraint Thomas continues in the white jersey in an unchanged lead over his nearest rival.